It's me, Bree McGee. Welcome to my little corner of the world. How are you today? Very well, I hope, and whatever you're doing, I hope it's going swimmingly. This is Bree's Breeze, and today we're going to talk about me needing a walking stick in my early 50s. And so get a drink and grab a snack and let's get to work. Now, I was always very fit and active when I was young and when I went through my teens into my 20s, etc. I was always fit, active and raring to go, and I did things like gymnastics and I danced for many decades actually, both on and off the stage. I had careers that were physically demanding and I was always slim and healthy, that kind of thing. And so when I hit my, it was my mid-40s when I started getting these strange symptoms, I knew there was something not quite right. Because suddenly I found that I was falling down a lot, hurting myself and ending up in A&E, which wasn't great, honestly. And so it took about 6 years to finally get the diagnosis for my brain disorder. But when I did, I soon realised that I was going to need a walking stick. And I was only in my early 50s at that point. That was not the best news I could have hoped for. And the idea of being in my early 50s using a walking stick, it did not sit well with me, having had such an active life up to that point. And so when I saw the one that they were giving me from the hospital, and I saw that it was one of those grey ones, metal and plastic grey ones, I was not impressed. So the first thing I did was I went and got myself a more fashionable one, so I could feel a bit better about using it. And so moving forward, I didn't use the grey one very much. I used the more fashionable one, and that helped a little bit. But it's not been ideal. It hasn't been something that I've relished, and if I'm honest, when I look at other people who are my age, who are still fit and active, I do get a pang of sadness and a feeling of, it's kind of not fair, but it is what it is. And so I do use this walking stick all the time. I can't walk without it now, which is one of those things, and I know in the near future I am probably going to need one of those mobility scooters, which again I'm not looking forward to. But if it means that I can stay safe and I can avoid accidents, so I'm not ending up in A&E, then that is a good thing. And so I have to look at it from that perspective, that yes, I need these things and I've got this brain disorder that I will never recover from. It will just get worse over time. I have to, as they used to say, make the best of a bad situation. And that's what I've really tried to do. These things could easily send us down a dark road, and mine looked like it was going to do that, but I made a conscious effort to ensure that that didn't happen. And I put things into place to keep my mood up, my anxiety out of the way, and to soldier on, doing things that I was able to do. I had to stop doing quite a few things, but I've started doing some other things that I can manage, given that my mobility is not great at this point. It also affects my dexterity and cognition, and so I have to just do the best I can on a day-to-day basis. But needing a walking stick in my early 50s meant that people reacted to me by saying, have you hurt yourself, or what have you done, why are you using a walking stick, when I first got it. And I had to explain, no, I didn't fall over and hurt myself to need a walking stick, it's a brain condition. And you could see that they were kind of embarrassed having asked that question, but they shouldn't be, because anyone's fine with being asked about their conditions, I think, to some degree anyway. But that's how it will all worked out for me. And now I'm quite happy with things. Do I wish I didn't have it? Of course, I absolutely do. But I'm stuck with it, and so I am making the most I can of life. And so, yes, that's where the place I'm at right now, and I will press forward, move on and keep going. It's what we all have to do, isn't it? So all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be thinking of you, and from my little corner of the world to yours, bye for now.